What up, though? They count us out in Detroit, Michigan. Until they can't anymore. We even got to think about the All NBA third team, Cade Cunningham, a young man who stayed the course, showed up for the city of Detroit, Michigan, earned a spot on the All NBA third team. But you see, around in Detroit, we don't wait for validation. We play it brick by brick and grit and grace, literally unwavering. That's what we're all about here, and we do what's possible. That same spirit lives inside of Enyka Gaines, my business partner with Gaines Family Services, the Tax Extraordinaire, just like Cade Cunningham. Enyka just didn't play the game. She changed the whole strategy. She built her legacy in real time as a mother, a mentor, a best friend, a sans, a business owner, a quiet force in the community behind so many people that it raised not only her business savvy, but a family rooted in purpose and power. She's a queen. And then raised a queen and a king. And I've seen a lot of sibling relationships, but I've never witnessed a bond like between Delon Matthews and Adriane Mayes that we're going to speak here today. Loyalty, vision, and legacy. They have each other's back. They speak volumes in words, and they didn't get that by themselves. Their presence, when asked to actually describe the mother in one word, as today is her amazing birthday, May 27, 2025, Adriane chose Monarch. Delon chose hero. And that legacy, that alignment, that's called love. And that honor of today with Enyka being my business partner, the one word, the one legacy, the whole tribute campaign that we'll go over towards a little later, but it only can hold meaning to who she is. It's not just about business in the virtual strategies with Adriane Mayes here today. We're going to talk about the 7-Star QuickBook. But the key thing about the QuickBook is where your story starts, how your strategy gets there, and becoming the truth, being the best version of yourself. You'll meet Delon Matthews in regards to her son, first-time homebuyer in his 20s, artist, and definitely Detroit, loves all Detroit sports. But him being a first-time homebuyer in his 20s, he got that savviness from his mom. So the legacy that they can start when they're in the purpose, understanding the importance of ownership. And we'll make sure that we close with the one word, one legacy campaign for Enyka Gaines for her birthday, trying to make sure that digital murals, give somebody their flowers while they're still living. Enyka's high touch and her impact, and she's made, oh my gosh, over 100 different people poured in regards to different opportunities. So in this video today, we're going to talk a little bit to Delon Matthews, first-time homebuyer, and see about the visibility in the community and talk about, what is the truth in regards to understanding Gaines Family Services. Make sure that you download the playbook, the realestate.beingthechange LLC.com, showing here on your screen. But these two rising stars, it's all about Detroit roots and legacy and hustle and heart and honor. And that's who I've seen them grow up, and that's who they are. So Adriane Gaines, being a graduate of Cass Tech High School and daughter of Rico and Enyka Gaines, and from an early age, she had that passion of journalism, photography, and having that creative artist look. Even if you check out her Instagram page that we'll check out here, you'll see her creative eye for artists. And then you have Delon Matthews as well, that started as an artist as well, love for music. And everything that he does, this man always kept a position, always kept money in his pocket. And he has literally spent the grind of working and making sure that at the end of the day, his foundation of being financial savvy, that's with the first-time home buyer. Even just with his purchase of his home in November of 2024, what I literally looked it up, and not to put his business out there, but they definitely are Cade fans and going all the way, but not to put his business out there, where he stayed, he literally gained in equity over $60,000 just between November. I don't even know if you knew that, from November to now. So it's called making money while you sleep and actually having good investments. And that's what Delon Matthews did. He went to Renaissance High School for a second, but he graduated from Belleville High School. We used to have that battle, and this first-time homebuyer has a commitment to financial independence. So we're going to keep it real light and easy here today as well, because again, Delon Matthews, he, like I said, always had a job and always made sure that he had money in his pocket, but he never told you where he got the money from. So in regards to, he values sports and strategy, and he is a Detroit home fan, the Lions, the Pistons. My nephew, if it wasn't about sports, he was literally making sure that he got all his things in line with music and being able to be there for his family, because that's who he is. So legacy in action, and that's who Enyka Gaines actually raised. So it's my honor. I'm gonna bring Delon Matthews on here today. We're gonna keep it real simple and light, like I said, just literally talk a little bit about, what a home ownership means to him in regards to his why. And then we're going to have a casual conversation, ask a couple of things, do our top 5, which is real light and easy. But the key thing is to make sure that we understand that home ownership, having ownership, it creates opportunities that you just don't even know the end result of. So come on, we're going to bring Delon Matthews on, and we're going to talk to him real quick here. Good afternoon, my nephew. How are you?
Good afternoon. How you doing?
Amazing. So again, today we're talking, of course, I kind of gave you an intro, I wanted to, of course, we saw the Cade Cunningham type thing, third NBA team, but it was okay. They gave they don't show us no love in the D.
Yeah, he got snubbed. It's all good.
It's how it goes, nephew. It's how it goes. But real quick, just to literally just talk about, today being Enyka's birthday, what you gave me the word heroic. What did that mean to you in regards to just, giving her that word and her birthday being today?
Well, the heroic word pretty much just came from just because I know my mom can just say today pretty much like if I was like if I needed anything. So I'm not I don't usually ask her for anything though, but I know like if I really needed to,
Right.
she'll show up. So that's why I said heroic, and she she'll never let me down. So
That's what a hero looks like. So my king, because like I said, she did nothing but raise the queen and the king because you guys are amazing. So how does it feel, nephew, as a first-time home buyer in your 20s? Did you know that your equity built like that over to 60,000? I didn't even get to tell you that. Did you know that you built equity like that since you purchased your home?
I didn't know it was exactly 60,000, but I knew it. Yeah, I knew it was some. I knew because they told me it went up to like 170 or 175 from the other so
185 though.
185. Oh, okay.
So that's the great thing. Like you're still doing the same thing. Has your monthly payment changed or anything like that since you purchased it?
Mm-mm.
So that's literally what the whole key about home ownership. You haven't done anything different, but that's what the great thing is about equity gaining in your home. So great job there. So what kind of inspired you to buy your home in the first place in November?
To be honest, to go back to my mom being heroic. she kind of she kind of helped set helped set that up for me because she said she always wanted to let us have some type of ownership in our names. And so that's what she did for me. And like she came to say today because to be honest, I really wasn't really that big on home ownership. Well, I ain't gonna say I wasn't that big on it. I wasn't really thinking about it like that.
Right.
But then when the opportunity presented itself, I'm like, why not? So like I
So
said, my mom said today with that, and she kind of got my mindset on she changed my mindset with home ownership because like I said, I wasn't really thinking about it at all.
okay. So were you renting before you actually owned the home?
Yes, that's all I knew.
Right. Okay. So the great thing, do you see yourself actually getting in more homes, or kind of what's kind of the difference, or how has it been like with your monthly paying your bills and everything with the flow with you just having your home for 6 months now, right? So has it
Mhm.
been some kind of simple and easy in regards to your, just your monthly payment? Is it more than you rent, or is it about the same?
Oh yeah, it was more than I rented, but I mean it wasn't nothing that I couldn't handle or nothing. The only difference for real that I got to get adjusted to, well not really adjusted to, but yeah, more used to I guess is having to take care of everything,
Mm-hmm.
because when you're renting, you can just call the landlord and you don't really got to worry about it. But now like yeah, everything fall on me, so I always got to be mindful of that.
I know the last thing that we you were taking care of was like the maintenance. And so what was that like in regards to like getting the shrubbery and things like that outside taken care of? Like,
Yeah, see, I just got that taken care of. Well, I got probably about 75% of that taken care of because it was just over the years that had collected. So so yeah, I had to take care of that. I had to come out some stuff because it was like it was about 2 years of work out there for real from the leaves and all the twigs and stuff like that. So yeah. But you got, I mean, you got to take care of it
that's
though. You don't want to be the worst. Don't want to be the worst house on the block. So
So tell me this, like in regards to that being your first home, would you see yourself actually purchasing more homes in the future, or is this literally like a a good home for you for a long-term period? So have you even thought about it, or right now you just kind of just in it?
it's good. I mean, I kind of say yes to both because I mean,
Hmm.
I feel like it's good for a long time period. Like if I was, right now it's just me. If I was to have a family, it's cool because like they got a park like right across the street. My backyard big, but I was thinking like, what if I like want to leave Michigan or something?
Hmm.
Even though I probably won't, but it's just a thought though. Or
You
if I
never
wanted
know.
to, yeah, or if I wanted to have properties in another state or something. So yeah, I for sure been thinking about that.
Okay. Well, that's awesome. That's awesome in itself. So one thing that I'm doing, as you know, is digital real estate. And so like Facebook and Instagram and posting and things like that. So in regards to just looking at physical houses and then like posting on Facebook and things like that, like engagement, you get a lot of engagement on your Facebook and just like the different, especially during sports times.
Hmm.
So tell me in regards to are you afraid to share any one thing I love about both all of you guys, honestly, is your authenticity and being blunt and honest in who you are. So is there anything like in your story, like, you building who you are now that has shown you or made you change from who just kind of represented online or anything like that? You know how people are fake and stuff like that. So do you take your authentic personality onto Facebook and everything like that? Like, is this who you are? Who's talking to me right now?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yeah, I just I got a couple different personalities though. Like not like that. Like I could be real chill, I could be real funny, or I
Hmm.
could be standoffish. But yeah, on Facebook, I'm always myself. I just like making people laugh for real. So that's really what it is about on Facebook. And if it's not about sports, it's just to just make people laugh and stuff.
Okay, that's what's up. So tell me, share with me, what are you doing now? Like, what do you do for a living?
Well, I work at Chrysler right now. Well,
Hmm.
I've been working at Chrysler for I think 7 years now. Yeah, because I got there in 2018. So yeah, I guess
Okay.
yeah, about 7 years now. Um, and yeah, I make beats on the side. Um, and I mean, I just start picking up my hobby of reading back up too. Like so,
Okay. Okay, because that is one of the questions in the top five of what we're going to actually, in regards to what book you're reading. So keep that in the back for you. So as my mantra, just kind of getting excited and things like that, is I can, I will, I shall be victorious. So do you have anything that motivates you to kind of get up throughout things, or do you have like something you tell yourself to kind of that motivates you?
bills gotta be paid, Auntie.
Is that the one day that the bills got to be paid?
Honestly, yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie. Like I get up in the morning because I gotta be at work at 5:30 in the morning. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, that wake me up real quick.
Bills got to be paid. That's hilarious. Okay, so let's do something fun real quick called the top five, because I'm gonna keep it
All right.
real simple for you. Okay, so the top five is just sharing with me. The first question is like, if you could eat any food, right? Anything
Hmm.
at all, what, like all the time, what would that food be?
If I could eat the food, any food all the time,
Mhm.
all the time. Probably a medium steak.
Ooh, immediate all the time.
I mean, if I don't gotta like worry about the health stuff and all that, yeah, like health problems and all that, yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's what's up. Okay, now
But
are
steak
you
and eggs.
steak and eggs? Steak and
Yeah.
eggs.
Hmm.
You just think, okay, all right, awesome. All
Or
right,
hibachi, hibachi too.
the hibachi, yeah, that's pretty good too.
Yeah.
So tell me, what is your favorite restaurant if you have one?
Dang, I don't even know if I had one because I'm more so I like just going to bars, not like bars that got good food.
Hmm.
I'd rather just go to a bar like Bar Seven, Bar Louie, any bar that got good food. But man, a restaurant, yeah, I'm trying to think. Hmm. I'm gonna just say Jay Alexander's.
Oh, okay, that's what's up. Okay, I
Yeah.
like that. I was just talking about Cutters Bar and Grill downtown. They had the best steak bites. Like you could
Yeah, I just had them not too long ago.
yes.
I might be going back. Yeah, it might be going back for sure.
Okay, so the next one, I know we've traveled a little bit. You just coming back from Houston for your birthday, and we just talked to Tanisha actually from a couple of weeks ago here as well.
Okay.
So what's the favorite place that you've traveled? If you could say that your favorite place and why?
Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Yeah, you see, I ain't waste no time. Uh, Hawaii was just beautiful and it was fun. That's all.
I know. Okay, that's what's up there. And then okay, so what's your favorite holiday or season day in regards to the one you look forward to every year?
I don't know because it ain't the same no more.
What did it used to be?
What did it use? Probably Christmas, I guess.
Probably Christmas. Okay.
Yeah, probably Christmas, just because you know all the fam around.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So yeah. So for me, it was Thanksgiving because when we had the opportunity, just the giving efforts and everything like that. So mine was Thanksgiving on that one. So and then the last question for you is, if you could read, and you were just telling me you just started reading again. If you could read any book, what would it be and why?
It's not no book I'm reading right now, but the first book that I ever read in my life, like from front to back, was Bud. It was called Bud Not Buddy.
Okay.
That was like my favorite book of all time. So I read that book again because that's a classic right there.
So one thing that we created for your mom today is her birthday is so, and I'm gonna put it up on the screen here for us, is the one word, one legacy. And as we pretty much what the whole purpose of it was is just to kind of give a description because she's impacted so many people in regards to just being inspiration. And so just going through this, scrolling through this digital, is just literally saying thank you to not only Enyka for who she is, but for just being the person that she is in our lives as well. So just going through the different ones, in regards to the name, you see yourself, Adriane said Monarch, you said heroic. So have any of the names that when I scroll through, are any of them standing out for you in regards to just your mom? Real, loyal, authentic, resilient, dependable, ride or die, intelligent, excellence, role model, persistent. You see Mr. and Mrs. Matthews threw up daughter. Kanaya, supporter, Katrina and sincere came with boss. Her mom, unique, magnificent, successful, motivational, intelligent, amiable, unforgettable, thoughtful, diva, blessed, unique, divine, loving, beautiful, responsible. Auntie Brenda had to come with the Philippians 4:13. She wanted me to put the whole thing on there,
Yeah.
But, so this is called digital real estate. We of course, having be able to have something, a landing page. So trustworthy, resilient, soar love, kind, favor, Proverbs 31, loyal, safe, supportive, cool as hell, focused, fabulous, energy, demure, driven, reliable, steadfast, confident, certified, ambitious. I'm gonna ask you to your top 3 days, so make sure you pay attention.
Oh, you said top 3.
Your top 3, yep. Certified, ambitious, passionate, resilient, gifted, resourceful, candy girl. Ayana had to. You see how I said one picture. You see how Ayana did her collage. Financially savvy, benevolent, loves family, authentic, catalyst, supportive, trustworthy, demure, altruistic, compassionate, prowess, amazing, double trouble, trustworthy, original, amiable, ambitious, genuine, fearless, resilient, the truth, magnificent, a boss, cool, trustworthy, first class, classy, wonderful, love, treasure, amiable, charismatic, exceptional, amazing, go-getter, preeminence, the bomb, genuine, awesome, dedicated, generous, available, high level, loving, magnificent, gang, kind, and family. And then we had some of our tax clients that came through as well, like magnificent, blessed, kind, valuable, phenomenal, engaging, awesome, dependable, extraordinary, and of course, just kind of building. So like over 100 people just kind of poured in regards to who your mom is, and kind of just representing the different qualities in it. So just looking at that list, how does that make you feel, like that being your mom, in regards to just seeing how people feel about her? Like how does that make you feel, if just even having that perception?
I mean, it made me feel good, but it ain't nothing that I ain't seen before. Like that's
Right.
like I see that my whole life. So I mean, it's I don't know how. Like I'm immune to it for real. Yeah.
So do you have like 3 of the ones that were on there that kind of stand out for you, like in regards to how do you describe your mom?
Well, I like first class,
Mm-hmm.
supportive, of course, and responsible.
Okay, that's what's up. Okay,
Yeah.
so round the third day, and I appreciate your time, nephew, today as well. So if you could go back and tell your younger self one thing, what would you go back and tell your younger self?
Can't really. All right. Stay disciplined.
Stay
For real.
disciplined.
Yeah. Yeah. Get disciplined tattooed on you somewhere.
Well, that's what's up. Okay. So in regards to staying disciplined, do you have any plans for yourself for 2025 in regards to what you're looking to do? Besides finding, we already talked about your home ownership, which I'm so proud of you for. But is there anything else that you have on the table for 2025 that you're looking forward towards or traveling anywhere as well? Because I always like to ask that question as well. Your next travel location?
Oh, I'm supposed to be going back to Houston. So yeah, I don't know. But then my homeboys, they work at my homeboys work at Delta, so they get like these little buddy passes. They just invited me to Africa, like for like I don't know, the next couple months. So we gonna see. It might be that. So I don't know.
Oh, man, you gotta
It
go to
might be.
Africa today.
It might be because yeah, it might be because
Which part of Africa do you know?
I don't know. You remember B Rob though, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he turned 30 in July, so he worked at Delta, so he got yeah.
Now
So
that's a 30th birthday gift, going to Africa.
Because they be flying for free because they work at Delta just part time seasonal. I'm like, man,
that is amazing, day. That's what's up.
So if not that though, then Houston again.
Then Houston again. Okay.
Yeah, but when it comes to like stuff that I got planned for myself, I just need I just need to find more streams of income. To be honest, that's really all I'm focused on, and staying disciplined, like I said.
Okay.
And
So I
still
like it, then.
trying to accept that I'm about to be 30 soon, so I gotta just do all of that.
Yeah. How does it feel literally about to turn 30? Do you have any goods or bad? How do you feel?
I don't feel like I just wish I wasn't joking on people when I was 21 and 18 because now it's all coming back.
But nowadays, it's simple and easy, nephew. I appreciate your time today. Seriously, that was painless, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. I'm glad I did it. I mean, I knew I was gonna do it. I
Is
ain't
this
had
your
no
first
choice.
time
I
going
mean, I feel
live?
like I ain't had no choice.
Did I do you like that day?
No, you ain't do me like that. I ain't because you gave me the option. You said I ain't had to say yeah or nothing. So
right.
I said yeah, so I gotta show up.
So would you be honest? Is this comfortable for you? Like, how important is it for you to be authentic? If I could just ask, like, real talk in regards to how you are, because
that's one of the most important things to me. Because like for example, like on Facebook, people will see a post that go viral, and then they steal that post because they in hopes of that their post going viral, and I just be like, man, that's not like just be yourself, man. You feel me? Like that's all. Yeah.
What do you think about ChatGPT? Have you used it at all?
I'd use it like just to see what it's about. Cause there's somebody told me you can they make you a grocery list. I just wanted to see if they made me a grocery list. And I mean they did, but
it's amazing. I'm gonna put you up on it. It truly is amazing. But nephew, I definitely wanted to tell you again, thank you so much for your time today. Do you have any last words that you want to actually share just about your story or anything to your mom in regards to that as well, it being her birthday? Because I'm gonna do a poem before I leave. That's how I end on this one.
no, just happy birthday to my mama again. Happy 30th birthday.
You're gonna go 30.
Yeah, I could have been a little more generous at 30. I'm about to be, yeah, all right. That's all good.
Like you about to be 30, you could told her like what,
That's
35?
what, yeah, that number was still on my head. That's all I've been thinking about every day.
All right, thank you so much, nephew, for popping in on the live virtual with me today. I'm gonna go ahead and take you off the screen. Thank you. I appreciate
All
it.
right.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
So there we have it. We had Delon Matthews in regards to just showing up, being real and authentic with me, talking to the first-time home buyer. Just wanted to kind of give just a true, honest, authentic opinion in regards to growth and how it's the importance of home ownership, and then how important it is just to tell your story and be authentic and go live. That was his first time going live, so I'm doing a lot of firsts with the live actual conversations with Adriane Mayes. But so I wanted to make sure that the last thing that we're going to end with, again, I showed Delon the authentic wall, the virtual wall for Enyka's birthday. And with this actual virtual wall, it was really amazing because, again, with Enyka being the tax extraordinaire and, working with her tax clients to strategize and to save and succeed, that's what she's been doing all her whole life. And it's time to take a break. And so one thing that she's right now is on vacation, which is amazing. And so enjoying the Cayman Islands. And the great thing is about enjoying vacation is being able to always give. It's very difficult for someone that has a mindset of community as giving. Random acts of kindness is her middle name. And just her story in itself is just literally just, I'm honored because now I do understand the assignment. God gives us an actual mission, a purpose. You think it's your background, you think it's all the education that you actually are supposed to get. You think it's, of course, giving back, and people talk about 6 figures, 7 figures. She's given me things that I can't even imagine monetarily. Having the opportunity to see her raise a king and a queen, Delon and Aja, and being able to start a business over 30 years, be able to be the vice president of our foundation, CCC Because We Care Foundation. She's a warrior. And so if anything, just to showcase and being able to understand the assignment that God has provided for me is to have this humble individual and to be able to give her flowers while she's still living. Because the humbleness in people like that is just, that's what this whole one word, one legacy was all about. Excuse me. It was an honor to see all the individuals that came on and literally raised their hand to showcase who Enyka was, how remarkable she was. And this one word on the page was just a description. So in regards to just celebrating the legacy and bloom of Enyka Gaines, we don't just say happy birthday to a Enyka Gaines, someone like that. Detroit's own, what up though? She's from Woodward Elementary to Cass Tech High School. She had ambition first whispered and purpose before the calling and even understanding what it was. A proud graduate of Grambling State University, this Delta woman, in my sayings, my double 3234 is a mind for numbers, but a heart that serves too. She built Gaines Family Services from the ground to the sky. And while giving back in silence, never needing to try to be seen, she works in the background because her work spoke loud through tax seasons, through testimonials, and every grateful crowd. Enyka Gaines. So what's the one word? Let me count the ways: resourceful, reliable, resilient, real, boss, blessing, benevolent, still, certified, strategic, safe, steady, amiable, authentic, always ready, supportive, all grit, soror, star, genuine, gifted, giving, grand, and by far fearless, focused, favored, free, driven, divine, determined to be unique, to the bomb, the blueprint, the boss lady, the brand, the queen, the angel, compassion and chaos, got the whole world in her hands. Enyka Gaines, you don't see when you ask people who she is, they don't hesitate. And they smile, they pause, they show up with conviction. They say, she is the truth, she is the light, she is my tax lady, as Robert Gray would say, my sister, my prayer, my warrior at night. She walks me through the numbers when I was broke and afraid. She makes sure she's there and is an angel by values and legacies get made. Enyka Gaines. So can we really say it with one word, this angel in God's eyes? Not just her name, but what she represents. And as you can see on the screen here, she represents entrepreneurship with empathy. She represents excellence with ease. She represents empowerment with the echoes from boardrooms to block clubs to all over the world, traveling in spreadsheets to scholarships. She has shown up for people all over the world. And in doing so, she has helped others stand up. So here's to the next chapter. Here, my friend, is your passive income, tax education, abundant living, smile to blink photo booth, capturing life moments, because this woman who's given so much to her community, has given so much to the people listed here on the screen, so much to everyone, she deserves to receive without limit. So let the city rise up and say, Enyka Gaines, Enyka Maria Gaines from Detroit, Michigan. What up, though? For the world, your legacy is bold, your impact is clear, your word echoes beyond this year. Happy birthday, Enyka Gaines. You are the one of one. You are legacy defined. And you, my friend, are deeply loved. Let's give her flowers while you're still here, while she can smell them. I can, I will, I shall be victorious. What up, though? Detroit, Michigan. We have the honor of sharing the birthday of May 27th, 2025. Enyka Gaines, I salute you, my friend, my business partner, my sister, my angel, my support, I thank God for you. And if it's, look, getting the different reasons and just not gonna get what I'm doing right now, but just appreciative of who you are. I would not be here if it wasn't for your support and for your love. And I thank you for giving me the honor to understand the assignment of what God designed for me. So, I got my niece on there. Look, I'm all, see what I'm saying? This is crazy. So look, AJ, I didn't even know you came in. So I got all emotional. So just quickly going through the whole thing, let me bring my niece on, Enyka Gaines. You know, we did a remix style because, you know, one thing about us, we don't tell time. We just show up. And so the great thing is my niece is about to save me from being teary-eyed on the screen. I appreciate that, niece, because I wasn't even planning that right there. That wasn't a part of the plan, niece. What up, though? You see how God does me? You see how God does me, though? Ooh. You came through with the save, niece. Thank you. Jesus Christ. How are you, my love? How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm amazing. See, it was supposed to be exactly like this. So,
I know. Part of my tardiness.
Hey, it's one of those things where, you know, that's why it's live. So you can do whatever we want when it's live. So I was actually able to talk to Delon already. And we talked about home ownership, and this is awesome because now I can focus on you, my beautiful. So I gave you your intro, just being amazing in who you are, and the result. I'm so glad you saved me from being a punk on live. I want to try to. That's a real.
It's not from the heart.
That heart thing is a real thing. I truly appreciate your mom. So how I started with Delon, I'll start with you as well. You gave her the word of Monarch. And so what does that mean for you in regards to her birthday being today? And, you know, why did you actually pick that one word for your mom?
I chose Monarch. I didn't want to choose just Queen because I know that she doesn't really call herself Queen. A lot of other people give her that title, but she carries it well. And she's for the community. She does things differently. Her mindset is different from everyone else's. It's just she's a queen, a king, whatever you want to call it, a monarch for sure.
Okay, that's what's up. I love it. And so I actually was out scrolling when I was doing my preparation. You have your own little artist page on Instagram.
Yes, I do.
I see. You know, I'm actually, I got to showcase it, but like, we call you, niece, the creative artist, because again, working with your mom over the last 3 years with Gaines Family Services, doing taxes, as well as with the foundation since the last 15 years. Like, so, and of course, we're being the change and growing with our digital brand. Like, how does it feel to work alongside your mom and having the opportunity to be a part of the legacy of the tax, you know, with the tax business as well?
It's been a very learning progress. each year we grow, each year we're learning, each year it's getting better for all around, not even just us in our business. I know that she wants to grow her business into something that she, can make money in her sleep. And I want to get to that point too. She's very motivational and lets everybody know, gives everybody that dedication to make it to where they want to be, especially me as an artist.
Love it, love it. So I want to talk about you being, in regards to not only just your art, but also with you taking pictures and things like that, your photographic eye. So tell me, how did you get the name Special Giving Studio, and what was your whole goal of starting your own LLC, which is amazing, and congratulations on that too. But like, what made you want to actually do that?
Thank you. Honestly, it rooted from my mom. Growing up, being with her on everything, every community event, every field trip, I was there behind her, helping the community, and so that kind of rooted from the Special Givings name and the community. And the LLC part, because she has her own business. She gets it done. So that really rooted Special Givings. My mom.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so I'm cheating. I told you. So, like I said, I found you on Instagram. Your work is amazing, niece. I can't lie to you. So, in looking at how you capture that's what I was saying, like your creativity in regards to you drawing. Like, how even did you start? Look at this. Like, look at the detail of Mickey and Minnie. Like, what made you start even getting in start drawing in itself and just learning about, just the process of being your own brand? Like, seriously.
Honestly, this started a couple years ago. I want to say right before I started or right after I started working with my mom. My cousin Kanaya, my auntie Katrina would have paint parties, and they would always do different things on canvas. And my aunt, who lives in Virginia as well, she's an artist. And when we started to do it, I kind of fell in love with it. So I just kept going, kept learning, and still going with it.
Love it. So do you have a favorite piece at all, or you just literally just kind of go with the flow?
I do. Currently, the one I'm working on, and I have this mushroom painting. It's kind of like out of this world. Someone asked me to make it for them, and it was kind of trippy, and I loved it. The different experience. I was tapping into something different because at first I started with cartoon art.
Okay. Well, the great thing is, let me see, what is this Special Ari's nature? So, do you take orders?
Yes.
Like, I love this piece. I'm trying to do it without logging in Instagram, because they try to make you log in, but I'm just gonna log in.
The piece is actually on my Instagram page.
Right. Yeah. It just didn't want to give me love without logging in first. So. Okay. Yeah. So now I can go back over here. Okay. Cool. All right. So let me just talk about this real fast, because I'm going impromptu. This piece right here, Aja, is so powerful to me. This first one.
Yeah.
Like, what was going through your mind when you created this, niece? And I haven't had the opportunity to even ask you this question, so this is for me too. Like, what this talent right here? What was going through your mind, and what inspired this piece?
I was actually going through Pinterest references, and I saw a picture that was close to this one. But me, I have to make all of my art African American, right? And I just did my own spin to it. The love that was into it, him, the hands on the face, pushing it up and kind of scrunching it. He kind of looks upset, but it's like he's still feeling the love.
Right. Let me go back.
He's still feeling the love. Like, he looks sad, but it's really love. It's love in his face.
it's love in his face.
Yeah, he's feeling safe in her hands.
Okay, I like it. Okay, and then I there was another one on here too. Of course, I like this one. Whatever I set my hands to work on shall prosper and grow. Like, that was powerful. And then look, I have my own top. And so I love how you capture this here as well. Yes. the psychedelic mushrooms.
Yes.
Like this is game changing. Like you should be like seriously. Like what inspired this one, or is this was just with your eyes, or you know?
Well, originally the person who asked me to make it, she just wanted something psychedelic with mushrooms. I didn't know how I would start it, but I looked at a couple of references, which started the grass hill in the background. That's what and then I kept going, and I'm thinking like mushroom psychedelic, that's like trippy vibes, a whole bunch of colors, and I don't want to put all different colors into just one to make it too bright, so I threw the black in there, and I don't know, it came out sweeter than I expected.
So like I said, I mean, you have an eye, of course, you know, me being an adult, so I'm definitely loving the elephant. You know that, but you have an eye for just taking pictures in itself, and you have talent. So, you know, through your Special Giving studio, you do your photography through that as well, correct?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So make sure in regards to just booking, you see who to connect with. So in regards to just one thing we did as well, AJ, is do you happen to have like a why? Like what's like a mantra that, because you know mine is I can, I will, I shall be victorious. Let's go. Do you have something that motivates you to pick you up in those days when you don't want to go through the motions of life? Do you have something that Dalen said, I got to pay these bills?
I know that's right, shoot.
But do you have something that motivates you, or like a pick me up that you have mentally that kind of helps you throughout the day in those days that, you know, kind of are long?
For me, honestly, I feel like this is because I keep saying it, it might be like a fallback answer, but it really is like my mom is that second person in my head, or that person on your shoulder. She talks to me. She really does. She gets me right. And even when I don't want to be, I know that she's gonna get me right in my head. And when I go to her, she's my motivation for sure.
So so you don't have a mantra. You just have a little, you know how they used to have
a little person on my shoulder. That's her.
Yeah, like a little Enyka on your.
I'm like, I know my mom would say that. I'm like, she say you be a lazy, right? Knock your ass up.
I love it. So in regard, we're gonna do the top 5 real quick as well, but I'm not gonna keep you too long. So with the top 5, you know, it's just real fun and easy. So you just tell me your favorites. So the first one is like, if you could eat anything all day, every day, what would that food be?
Right now, it'll be spaghetti because that's my favorite, and I haven't eaten meat in a while. I really miss spaghetti. That or steak.
Okay, so that's funny. Dudley said steak too.
Yeah.
Okay, that's hilarious. Okay, so the second one is, do you happen to have a favorite restaurant?
I really don't. But if I were to choose, it'll be Morton's.
Morton's
Steakhouse,
okay,
yeah.
Okay, bougie. There we go. Okay, awesome. Thank you.
I lied. Applebees. Okay. Everybody hate on Applebees.
Right. I love it. Now, we love to travel. You know that. So the best trip I love when we drove from Boston, like when we was driving the East Coast. Remember that? Like
that was fun. I reference that all the time.
But out of all the different places that you've been or what have you, what's your favorite travel place and why?
Aruba. That was the most beautiful place I've been. The people there are just so nice. The island is literally a truly one happy island.
Aruba. I love it. Okay, Aruba. Okay. I can go with Aruba. I haven't been there yet. So that's on my list when I get free. So awesome. Okay, I love it.
Definitely need that one.
Aruba. Okay, I like that one. So, and then the next question for you is, right now, are you reading a book or a movie that motivates you? And what is that book or movie and why?
I want to say the most recent one was Sinners that I've seen. I've seen it since it's been out like about 10 times.
Really?
Yes, I love that movie. I really do. that motivates me because one, it's even though it's like fictional and a lot of people think like movies aren't real, it had a lot of truth to it. And I'm like, along with my artist, I love film. And the way that they story told in that movie was just outrageous. I really don't want to spoil it because it's so new, but that is a motivational movie for me.
I love it. When I watched it though, I actually went through all different. I've only watched it once though, but but so you made me want to watch it again. But when I watched it, it kind of was. There's so many different things I could say that, but I'm just gonna, because I don't want to spoil it either. But what did you think about when they said that you have to invite someone into your space? That's a good way for me to say it without saying it. So, what do you think about that whole perspective? How it was portrayed in the movie? You have to invite someone in.
Definitely, I think that's a strong meaning because the closest people to you hurt you, and the only way they can hurt you is if you let them in. You have to. There's only so much you can give and take. I was just having this conversation where I said, a person within the first few minutes talking to them, and it was a debate at first, and like, because people don't really show their true colors until like months on end, but right there within the first 5 minutes of the conversation, you know how they handle situations. If you're discussing or debating something, how they handle conflict, how they respect, how they talk to you, how they talk to other people. It's just a lot that it's a lot that goes into that, for real.
What I've learned too in this journey called life, in regards to, because I used to be a person that was like a people pleasing person, meaning like, just always caring what other people thought.
Yeah.
What would you, in reference to the movie, what would you say? Like I said, I don't want to give it away as well. How important is, because you are very blunt and honest. Let me just say, that's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. But so, in being blunt and honest, like you are, like, how important is it for you to, have that same type of respect with people that's in your circle?
I would want them to be blunt and honest with me. And it is a respect thing when you're talking to somebody. It's a way to talk to somebody. It's a way to get a point across. But definitely I would want my friends or family to tell me the hard things, because sometimes even at that moment, I might not realize, but I might think later on, like, okay, maybe they was right. Maybe I need to, lock in a different way. You need different perspectives to me. Okay. You definitely need it.
Okay, I love it. Okay, so just to ask you a question about taxes and things like that, like, how does that open your eyes working with your mom, first off, and then second off, just working in taxes and seeing how money works and seeing how people don't really understand that? Like, how has that impacted you moving forward as a queen yourself? Just learning the game in your 20s and learning how to, kind of manage money. How important has it been to kind of learn the tax game, kind of working with your mom as well? How's that been?
It's very important. I think that these are type of things that we should be learning in schools. Like, we should be teaching our kids how to money manage financial situations and what to do, and when making a deals, buying a house or buying a car, going to school, getting a job, and they don't teach a lot of that in schools. My mama taught me most of that. And as I'm learning, I'm like, they don't tell us this. And then she's like, well, they don't want you to know. And knowledge is a big key piece of being successful to me in this world today.
And it's not even just about the knowledge part. How important is it that applying the knowledge? Like, how like you're sitting in the library now, like you have the books or what have you, but if you don't open the book, how impactful would that be? So, exactly. But then too, you got to have people you trust in the whole 9 yards around that. So, Let me show you real quick the wall. This time I don't have to read all the names because we've done that already. But the great thing is about the one word digital wall. So created this for your mom so that, in regards to her birthday, because this being her birthday, May 27th,
Right.
So if any of the words, like I said, that stand, if you had to pick 3 words to define your mom and the relationship that, who you see her as, and I'm just rolling through here quickly. If there's 3 words that you can actually stand out, besides Monarch, of course, because we both know she's the queen, what would those 3 words be?
Resilience, supportive, and ambitious.
Nice.
No, yeah, ambitious.
And ambitious. Okay. So like just within the matter of 48 hours, just being able to drop the call of, people having the opportunity to reach out to about Enyka, just one word and the legacy that she's provided. So these are just seeing all of this in regards to how your mom has impacted so many people. And that's what this is literally is, them just sending a picture in one word to describe your mom. How does that make you feel, just being her daughter? And then, like I said, her raising you as a queen and you not accepting anything less in your life. Like, how does that feel to see like over 100 different people just can instantaneously provide all this love about your mom? Like, how does that make you feel?
I love it. It just shows how much of a good person she is, how she carries herself in this world, leaving a mark. And she passed that all down to me because I see a lot of myself in her, a lot. Even the parts I may not want to see, but I love it. I really do. She is a commendable woman.
Amazing, love. Amazing. So if you could tell, and this is wrapping it up with you as well, like if you could tell your younger self one thing, if you could like go back in time and tell your younger self one thing, what would you tell yourself?
Start doing taxes with your mom.
You
drop everything else. Get with the family business.
Yeah. Right. You would have told your younger self that?
Yes. I feel like that would make my work ethic a little bit differently. And I would know a lot more than I know now. Even though I know a lot at my young age, I would know way more.
Right. Well, niece, like I said, thank you so much for taking your time today. And like, I'm just going to give you an opportunity to say anything with it being your mom's birthday. What would you like to just kind of share with her real quick?
Happy birthday, mommy. I love you and I appreciate you so much. Words cannot explain. Everybody around us love you because of the phenomenal woman that you are. You carry yourself wonderfully, and I am happy, very happy to be called your daughter.
Let's go, niece. Let's go with the mic drop. Niece, thank you so much for taking your time this afternoon. I truly appreciate you. Seriously, it just worked out how it was supposed to work.
Yes.
Thank you, love.
You're welcome.
And thank you for saving me from crying on screen. I appreciate that. That was so awesome.
You got
your auntie. I love you. Okay. So there we have it, my friends. That worked out perfectly. Gosh, she called me. I appreciate the live. God gave me the live, so I didn't have to go emotional. That's it and do it. So today, I hope you enjoyed the live conversation with the legacy of Enyka Gaines, her children, her Delon Matthews and Enyka Gaines, and just listening a little piece of who Enyka is. And I know I say it all the time, having the 18 years of being able to be her business partner, and she's my line sister with Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. But the greatest thing I can honestly say is just who she is and who she's allowed me to be is me to learn who I am. So I am open and honest with saying I'm 18 months sober now, being able to kind of see now. She used to tell me all the time, Adriane, be authentic. I was like, I am being authentic. But now that I'm peeling back the layers of who I am, and without the substance abuses and things that I did in the past, it's allowed me to realize that maybe I'm learning to love myself. And so I honestly want to tell Enyka, thank you again. Happy birthday. Hopefully you enjoyed the virtual presentation of your digital wall, and again, the poem as well that incorporated just all of you within just a moment of before I turned into a punk live. And I thank Enyka Gaines for coming in to save me. Seriously, I really do. And the great thing is, and the whole purpose of doing these virtual live conversations are to actually have the real open, honest stories. Like, things can be scripted, but things happen. And even Enyka coming in when she did, the reason I even created this whole idea for real estate professionals is because, again, your story is what impacts people. You know, you having the how and the why and having everything all together, that's not how helps you get there. So creating the pregame, because you have to have a plan. Just like Adriane just mentioned, in regards to just kind of learning from the people around you, just having a blueprint to know what your goals are, having these plays. And when you actually can download the playbook, that's here, you know, the link is here on your screen, working towards being able to have a foundation and keeping it simple, understanding how to get leads and starting with purpose and finishing with power to grow your business, having a 7-step game plan, goals to reverse engineer it, and then the 5 F's, which is owning it and designing the reality of your family, your faith, your fears, your finance, and fitness. That's what it's all about. So, you know, it's literally understanding, then taking it to the actual workbook, because again, you have to have the pregame, your plan first before you get into the game, right? So having your mindset, understanding who your ideal client is, being able to audit the people around you and being able to have scripts and leveraging testimonials and being able to tell your story. And that's what we did today, day 6, showing up in the community. And every Tuesday, live at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that's what we do. And day 7 is follow-up, making sure you follow up with the flow. So today, you know, just understanding what this whole virtual conversation is about is just having real talk, real stories, and real results for real people. And being able to help real estate professionals to transform. And real estate professionals is not just limited to my mortgage brokers and my realtors and my loan originators. If you don't realize there's real estate in your mind, don't let anyone take free real estate in your mind, because again, real estate, everybody's a real estate professional. You either have digital real estate, you have personal real estate, you have physical real estate. And so I'm helping it all. So we had today Delon Matthews and Enyka Gaines with Special Giving Studios. So thank you so much to you both for just blessing me today on your mother's birthday, May 27, 2025, Enyka Gaines. And upcoming next week is Joel Bosh with Bosh Consulting Group. And we're going to have him coming on live in regards to his opportunity. He has his own elite training camp that's happening down in Atlanta, Georgia. And he too owns a home. And we're going to talk about home ownership, as well as taking the skills off the field onto the courts as well with this elite training basketball camp. And then on June 10th, we have Jimmy Millen, who's also another mortgage originator who worked with me when I worked with one of the top companies in Detroit, Michigan. What up, though? And so he's going to come on board June 10th, and we're going to talk about real talk conversations to just kind of, he's transferred as a broker and kind of getting the reality real talk. And then Zack Jenkins, who's a partner with me in Passion Over Profits, which is an amazing 6-7-figure community to help in regards to building and mentorship and understanding this online space. And Zack too is in a real estate professional with Kingdom Growth Partners, killing the game, making $40,000, $50,000 right now a month in regards to his coaching for real estate professionals and just leveraging the Passion Over Profits program to be able to do that. So we're going to talk a little bit more with him on that date. And then June 24, we're going to talk to Catalina Galeano. She's working with some of our clients in regards to credit, understanding how credit works, especially in the home ownership process. You know, you can get a house with or without credit, but the great thing is when you do have credit, you can actually open yourself to so many more opportunities. So June 24th, we're going to talk a little bit more in detail with Catalina Galeano. And then July 1st, 2025, we're going to talk to Melissa Green with MGJ Consulting Hub. This amazing entrepreneur, as well as my friend, and been in human resources for years and worked all over the world, was the captain at Murray State University with me on the track team, and literally built with us CCC Because We Care Foundation, as well as Community Connect Consulting when we started back in 2009. So this powerhouse, we're going to speak with her on July 1st and be able to kind of have an open real talk conversation, just talking about strategies and building. And so you can check the replay at beingthechangellc.com with Selena Chow. And we also had Tanisha Renee Brown from Keller Williams Memorial on the 13th. You can check that replay out, as well as Jaquise Purefoy. We had her last week, the Purefoy Experience. And you can check out this replay as well by going to beingthechangellc.com as well. So the great thing is, my friends, thank you for showing up here today. And please don't hesitate to leave a comment, #replay, and give the one word for Enyka in regards to if you hadn't get that chance to get on the wall. Thank you for showing up today. Thank you for being a part of the legacy and the plan and the growth of the building of the opportunity, because the great thing that I understand how God's plan works. Like I said, I understand the assignment now. I understand the assignment of getting to know me and be the best version of myself and being able to just if I had the assignment of just doing things like I did today, like in regards to Enyka Gaines and her legacy and what she means to people and being able to relate and listen and learn and build, I've already gotten to the billions. So it's day 379 of the billionaire journey, and the journey is enveloping and before my eyes, and just seeing the impact that she made just in so many people's lives and being able to capture those moments by going to Enyka, and I'll put it in the chat here as well. That actual virtual wall is an opportunity for you to go and actually be able to even see some different people that she's actually helped her along their way as well. So I talk a lot about my angel because God blessed me in regards to the assignment that I'm thankful for the assignment, because again, one day at a time, you have to realize just to slow down sometimes to realize you're in the best position right now that God has you in, because you're exactly where you're supposed to be, perfectly imperfect. So no, I have not been perfect over life, but guess what? If you do one day at a time to be the best version of yourself, only God knows it can take you to the extreme. So Adriane Mayes, I'm gonna end it today, May 27th. Enyka Gaines, hopefully you are enjoying your birthday. Hopefully you enjoyed this live presentation. Please don't hesitate to check out the virtual wall and leave a comment as well if you want to be added to the wall, because it's a work in progress. So even if I wasn't able to add you, if you leave a comment for Enyka, I will add it to the wall and be able to give you the opportunity to be a part of something that's going to be long-term, and something that we are actually, why not? Why not get your flowers while you're still living? Because this Enyka Gaines, one word, one legacy, she is the Tax Extraordinaire, and she truly is amazing. And I want to say, honestly, thank you. All right, that was awesome. Adriane Mayes, I can, I will, I shall be victorious. What up, though, Detroit? Deuces. Thank you.